Hi, this is Claire from Mind in Salford, and you're invited to join me in a 3-stage breathing space meditation practice. So this practice is really good to bring us into the moment, kind of have a little kindly check-in on what's going on for us. It's particularly good as well if we're feeling maybe quite strong feelings about the festive period coming up. Maybe we have a sense of anxiety about what it's going to be like. In particular, we all know at the moment Christmas is going to be very different this year because of the pandemic, because of lockdown, social distancing, and many of us will be alone at Christmas, maybe for the first time, or maybe we've been alone at Christmas a few times before, and actually maybe it's been difficult. So this 3-stage breathing space practice can help us come into some kind of attention of how that feels and just try and be with that with a sense of allowing and maybe even a point of accepting if that feels okay. So we're going to be checking in on how we feel in our emotions, how we feel in our body and what's going on in our mind as well. And just checking in if some of these thoughts that are in our mind are actually real, or can we maybe change them a little bit. Maybe change our mindset. Okay, so you don't really need anything in particular for this practice, just somewhere comfortable to sit down, and I will lead you through the practice. Okay, so if you are happy to close your eyes, you can do, or just have a very soft gaze. Maybe try not to stare at the screen because it can be quite distracting. So just a very gentle, soft gaze looking downwards, or close your eyes. I'm going to close my eyes because it helps me to be more present in the practice. Okay, so first of all, coming into awareness of the body in meditation posture. So you might be sat down on a chair, you might be lay down somewhere. So first of all, just noticing the points of contact that the body is making. Maybe feeling into the points of pressure around the buttocks, the back of the thighs, points of pressure the feet might have on the earth, this solid earth below us. And you might feel points of pressure behind the back, if the back is leant up against the chair or cushions or the bed. Or maybe you have a sense of space, if your back isn't leant against anything at all. Allowing hands to be soft, just rest very naturally on your lap, soft fingers, soft palms. And just coming into the head and noticing if there's any tension around the face, maybe around the forehead, and a sense of softening around the forehead, around the eyes, softening around the jaw, around the teeth. And moving down through the neck, into the shoulders, allowing the shoulders to drop down. Coming to awareness with the front of the body, the chest and the belly, the back of the body. And just noticing any areas of holding on and tension. Allowing those areas to soften as best you can. Moving down through the buttocks, the thighs, down into the legs, all the way down into the feet. So sitting with a posture that is upright, but also at ease. So a body that's alert and aware. And then just doing a little check-in on how we're doing in this moment. How do we feel? And holding that with kindness, without judgment. Just acknowledging what's present now in the way we feel. And then connecting with the breath. So just noticing the breath is present. And where do you feel the breath the strongest in this moment? So you might feel the breath in the chest or the belly. the nostrils, the mouth. And just for a moment, just placing your awareness where you can feel the breath the strongest in the body. Where's your awareness drawn to? So we don't need to change the breath or breathe differently. The body knows how to breathe. All we're doing is bringing kindly awareness to the breath in the moment. As the breath comes in and the breath comes out. Allowing the breath to soothe us, to bring us into the now. And then extending awareness to other things that might be happening in our experience. In particular, if we feel like there's areas of challenge or difficulty, maybe in the way we feel, maybe there's some difficult emotions present. Maybe there's some unwanted thoughts. What's going on in the body? What does the body feel? Maybe the body's responding to the emotions and the thoughts. Whatever's arising, trying to be with this with kindness. And at any point, if you're feeling overwhelmed, it's okay to open your eyes, bring awareness to your feet on the floor, come to your breath. Be happy to carry on with the practice and bringing awareness to what's in the mind. What are some of the thoughts that are here for you in this moment? There might be thoughts of worry. There might be critical thoughts. There might be thoughts around how you're going to cope around the festive period. Thoughts about feeling isolated or feeling lonely. So we're not trying to judge what's in our mind, it's okay. These thoughts are present. We're just trying to be with them with kindness. We don't need to jump into the thought or define ourselves by the thought. Thoughts are not us. We're just opening up to a sense of curiosity about what's here. And holding that with tenderness. And then coming in a little bit deeper to our experience, to our emotions. And seeing what's here now, in this moment. How are you feeling in this moment? We might have a sense of maybe sadness, anxiety, maybe a sense of wanting to connect, I'm not being sure how to do that. Whatever the difficult or challenging emotion is that's present, again, try to be with that with an open-hearted kindness to yourself, without judgment. Being curious as to what's here. And then becoming aware if there's anything happening within the body, maybe a sense of tightness, holding on, maybe there's anxiety. Again, just trying to be with that as best you can. Paying a kindly attention to what's here now. And if these feelings feel like they get too much, the feelings, the thoughts, the sensations, you can always come to the breath and be with the breath. As the breath comes in, the breath comes out. Always being aware of the feet on the earth, this solid earth that can hold all our experience without judgment. Really feeling connected to the earth and the breath. So with the breath, on the out breath, you might like to say a few phrases. On the out breath, it's okay to feel what I feel. It's okay to feel what I feel. And just letting that sink in to see what it feels like to allow yourself to feel these feelings. On the out breath, again, a different phrase. It's okay not to feel. Okay. Let me feel it. It's okay not to feel okay. Let me feel it. And just noticing with as much as an open heart as you can, what's happening for you in this moment. You might like to place one hand on the other hand for this soothing touch. Maybe placing your hand on your heart. Coming into deeper connection of this real intention for self-care and kindness for yourself. Without judgment, acknowledging how you feel in this moment and extending this sense of kindly friendliness to yourself. Connecting with the breath, the feet are on the ground. Being in this moment as best you can, feeling what's here. With this soft touch, the soothing touch, which you can offer to yourself at any moment of feeling overwhelmed, anxious, lonely. Extending this soothing touch, placing your hand on your heart, your hands on each other, your hands on opposite arms, giving yourself a little hug. All this can help us feel more connected to ourselves and what we're feeling. Even if it's difficult, even if it's challenging. Into a sense of allowing the feelings to be there. Knowing we can hold this. And then placing your hand back down on your lap if you had it against your body. And then expanding awareness to the room, the space that you're in, maybe the sounds around you, sense of temperature, maybe the air on your skin, on your face or your hands. And then coming into the body, bringing awareness to the whole of the body. And thanking yourself for giving yourself time to check in with what's happening within your experience. As an act of self-care, an act of generosity for yourself. So really acknowledging that. And then noticing the points of contact the body's making with what you're sat on or lay on. Points of pressure. And then relaxing all effort. Wiggling your fingers and your toes to bring some movement into the body. And then just seeing if you can take into the rest of the day any sense of kindness, friendliness towards yourself, any awareness, anything you notice in this practice into the rest of the day. And then when you're ready, you can open your eyes. Thank you. Take care.